one ruthless prediction declared Seattle's Super Bowl dream dead before Week 1. Yet the Seahawks are quietly creating a weapon that could leave every NFL contender completely unprepared.
So let me use Sam Darnold. You know I love Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold last year was a $13 million cap hit. Seahawks won a Super Bowl. This year, Sam's a $38 million cap hit. They're not going to win a Super Bowl. They had to get rid of a 6'4 corner. Not a lot of those in pro football. Tariq Woolen had to get rid of him. Now he's Eagles. And they had to get rid of the Super Bowl MVP, Kenneth Walker. Now, they drafted late first round running back out of Notre Dame. Is pretty good, but may not be Kenneth Walker. Seattle will not win a Super Bowl. They'll be good. They're not going to win a Super Bowl with a great coach, with Sam Darnold, with a great roster. So 7 of the 8 highest quarterback cap hits last year missed the playoffs. Stafford's the only one that made it, and that's because the Rams have been on about a 4-year stretch where they never miss on draft picks.
But just no update.
Mike, what has Zach Orr brought in for you?
Say again?
What has Zach Orr brought in for you?
Yeah, Zach's been tremendous. Just another, he's got a great attitude. He sees the game the way we want to see it. I think it's one of those things. We've got guys that have joined our team that weren't here last year, and so, you know, he hasn't been intimidated by I'm not going to be myself and kind of, throw my flavor of how I see the game and to the team. So he's been an asset and he's contributed to what we're trying to build. It's been awesome. Yeah, it's nice to have him back. He's doing some good things. He's got to improve on a lot of other stuff, but there's some good stuff as well. So that's great to see that there's a solid foundation he can build off of.
How versatile is monogamy, inside, outside? Do you think he can be both?
Yeah, we've moved him a little bit more to nickel recently. So to your point, he can play both. And again, we got a great competition going on in our secondary. He's right in the thick of it.
Do you consider him kick returner? He's done that.
We short answer is yes. Yeah. Well, Bud's one of those rookies that's we're asking a lot of him right now, and I'm really impressed with how he's handling it. There's things. It's not perfect, but how he goes about his business is what we're looking for, and I think he needs to trust that he's going to come out of the fog, and take it from there. But I think it's important to start building a relationship with those guys and having a feel for the speed of the game with the ones and how we communicate and how we play, and he's doing a good job.
Last year you talked to us about Nicky Manwari and how you kind of see how much he could handle. Is it similar with Bud? I know they're different players, but similar, let's see how much we can throw at him.
Yeah, very similar for sure. It's really the same thinking with every young guy, right? It's just what's the proper balance that's what's the magic combination that we're shooting for.
Sam and Rashid connected on the good ball today. What do you think of that play? What do you think of just their chemistry?
Yeah, it was good. That was got thrown over our head finally, so that was a good wake-up call for us on defense. But that's definitely a point of emphasis after this first week is trying to get Rashid the ball on some of those deeper targets.
Do you have any more visibility in when Julian Neal might be getting back out there?
I don't, but it's not. It should be. We should be shorter term at this point.
This Shaheed, Mike, how much farther ahead naturally he has to be now after an offseason with Sam going to cover for you with Sam compared to coming in midstream in November?
Yeah, it's just different, right? It's just now there's new circumstance. There's way more banked reps underneath our belt. I think both guys are in a really, really good place. So it's about, again, kind of the challenge of the camp is how far can we take it? And that's what we're focusing on right now is, how far can we take that relationship? How far can we take his route tree? How great of timing can we create with those two guys? So all those things is just like the stuff that you're focusing on every day.
For a defensive coach, the threat of having Rashid and Gordon on the field at the same time,
it's a real thing. It's a real thing. But the charge is, whatever personnel group we put out there, you have to be able to be balanced. So if we got to have a way to block people and be able to run the ball and have the whole offense at our disposal, no matter who's out there. And so the guys that are jockeying and competing for reps, they have to know that as well. As you know, you're gonna have to throw your face in there and move people, as you know, so teams aren't, you know, they don't pigeonhole us that we're only going to do one thing when, you know, we put a certain personnel group out on the field.
Everyone focuses on Rashid's speed, but you guys started running the ball out of 11 personnel a lot better when he got there last year. How much does speed affect on the outside the run game on offense?
It does, you know. I mean, it's just like there's variables that go into it, obviously, but like if there's a guy that you need to put 2 people on because he's gonna make you pay if you don't, then it's one less guy in the box, you know. It's really that. It's kind of it's pretty simple. It's as simple as I can make it.
Hey Mike, on Leonard Williams, how have you seen him show up at leadership on the field and then off the field?
Well, it's you know, not everything is. It's not just like you can just be in it, like live in a vacuum. You know, like there's context to what he's going through right now. So to be able to manage that and still be the person that he is every day, and be the asset he is for the rest of his teammates, and you know, put the football product on the field like he is every day is pretty remarkable. You know, Spoon's doing the same thing. So you really just tip your cap to him, honestly.
We haven't seen Robbie Oots out there the last couple of days.
Yeah. Just say like we're gonna try to find some more information with Robbie's situation. I'll just leave it at that right now. But we'll have an update for you sooner than later.
Coach, you guys allowed half as many sacks last year as the year before. How instrumental was John Benton in that things around, and how big of an impact did he have on the offensive line?
Yeah, John's been phenomenal. It's hard to compare the 2 years with a drastic system kind of overload. But I can just speak to like how we want to coach everybody every play with the spirit of like high expectations, but like a positive attitude, high bar, master of fundamentals. He's an old school principle, new school method guy. Keeping it real. Just really great guy. You know, really great guy. The guys love him. And what I appreciate, like his investment in every single player we have in the offensive line room. And guys feel that, you know, they feel like if you're really bought in, trying to make him better every day, and that's what he does.
One ruthless prediction has already buried the Seattle Seahawks before the regular season has even begun. Not because of a weak roster, not because of poor coaching, but because of one number: $38 million. That is Sam Darnold's cap hit this season. And according to one of the loudest opinions circulating around the NFL, that number alone destroys Seattle's Super Bowl dream. The argument sounds devastating. Last season, Darnold counted just $13 million against the salary cap. Seattle lifted the Lombardi Trophy. Now the quarterback costs nearly 3 times more. The prediction? No chance. The criticism doesn't stop there. Seattle moved on from one of the league's rare 6'4" cornerbacks, Tariq Woolen, who is now with Philadelphia. They also lost Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker, replacing him with a talented but still unproven late first-round running back from Notre Dame. The conclusion many have already reached is brutal. Seattle will still be good. Mike Macdonald will still coach an outstanding football team. Sam Darnold will still play quality football. But the Seahawks? They will not win another Super Bowl. And here's the statistic being used as the ultimate weapon against Seattle. 7 of the 8 highest quarterback cap hits in the NFL last season failed to even make the playoffs. Only Matthew Stafford escaped that trend. For many analysts, the case is already closed. But what if everyone is staring at the salary cap while completely missing what Seattle is actually building? Because inside Seahawks camp, something much bigger than a quarterback contract has quietly started taking shape. While the national conversation revolves around money, Mike Macdonald keeps talking about something entirely different. Competition. Not headlines.
not contracts. Competition. Every practice rep appears designed to create uncomfortable decisions for players and eventually for opposing coordinators. One of the clearest examples is Zach Hall.
McDonald praised the newcomer for arriving without intimidation, immediately contributing ideas and seeing the game exactly how the coaching staff wants it played.
Even more importantly, Seattle isn't limiting him. He's already working both outside corner and nickel. He's even being considered as a kick returner. Versatility isn't just a bonus anymore. It's becoming the identity of this defense. Then comes rookie Bud. McDonald admitted they're asking an enormous amount from him early in camp. The execution isn't perfect, but the mindset is exactly what Seattle wants. The same philosophy that accelerated Nick Emanwari's development last season is now being applied again. The message is simple. Find out how much young talent can handle. Then push even further. Because the Seahawks don't appear interested in building 11 starters. They're trying to build interchangeable weapons. And while the defense continues evolving, the offense may be creating an even bigger nightmare. Critics see Sam Darnold's contract. Mike McDonald sees something far more valuable. Time together. Unlike last year, Darnold didn't spend the offseason learning strangers. He built chemistry, extra throwing sessions, off-season work in California. Hundreds of additional reps already stored in what McDonald called the team's bank. That changes everything. The coaching staff isn't asking whether the timing exists anymore. They're asking, how far can they take it? How much larger can the route tree become? How much sharper can the anticipation become? How perfectly can quarterback and receivers think as one? Those aren't rebuilding questions. Those are championship-level questions. Then comes perhaps the most overlooked detail of Seattle's offense: speed. When Rashid Shaheed and Marquez Valdez-Scantling line up together, McDonald openly admitted it's a real challenge for defenses. Because every defense now faces an impossible choice. Commit 2 defenders over the top, or risk getting beaten deep. And every safety pulled backward creates one simple consequence: one fewer defender in the box. That doesn't just help explosive passes. It transforms the running game. Seattle isn't chasing balance. They're forcing defenses into impossible math. But perhaps the strongest reason Seattle refuses to panic has nothing to do with schemes. It has everything to do with leadership. Championship windows rarely survive major roster changes. Yet inside Seattle, the foundation appears stronger than ever. Mike McDonald reserves special praise for Leonard Williams, not simply because of production.
Because despite everything happening around him, Williams continues showing up every single day with the same professionalism and leadership.
McDonald offered similar respect for Devin Witherspoon. Then he pointed toward another pillar of Seattle's transformation: offensive line coach John Benton. Old school principles, modern teaching methods, relentless fundamentals. Every player coached with demanding expectations, but constant belief. That combination matters because talent wins games. Culture sustains championship runs. So yes, the salary cap math looks frightening. The roster has changed. Important stars are gone. National predictions have already declared Seattle's title defense finished. But inside the building, Mike McDonald doesn't sound like a coach preparing for decline. He sounds like someone quietly assembling a football team that can attack from anywhere, disguise everything, and force every opponent to prepare for problems they've never seen before. Maybe the prediction is right. Maybe Seattle falls short. Or maybe the entire NFL is so busy watching $38 million that it never notices the far more dangerous weapon taking shape behind it until it's far too late.
Yo, mic check 1 to 2, -1, -2. Game over for this video, folks. Smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe to stay in the huddle for more. This is NFL Madness, bringing the heat and signing out.